Talking about two queens in the signature scent game, we've got Moleculo 1 by Escentric Molecules and Moleculo 2 from the same house. Now, what's the difference between these two iconic fragrances? Well, to start, Moleculo 1 is an ISO-E super scent. So what it does is it enhances your natural skin chemistry when you wear it by itself. On top of that, if you were to layer Moleculo 1 with other fragrances, this really helps make those scents shine to their truest potential, okay? In terms of longevity, it doesn't turn the fragrance into a beast mode scent. I'm not saying you spray it on something like, what's a weak scent? Fresh cream and warm cashmere, and all of a sudden that thing is projecting and it's so loud, blah, blah, blah. It kind of keeps the intimacy that the fragrance already has, but it makes it linger there longer. For example, I layered this with a Goldfield and Banks fragrance. It's not Bohemian Lime. The name of it is slipping on me. It's probably their most popular scent. It's kind of it has this like aquatic vibe, fresh and clean. They're superstar in the house. But anyways, that fragrance alone on my skin only really lasted about 2 to 3 hours. So I hated that the performance was so weak. And then I tried layering it with Moleculo 1, and I could still smell that fragrance on me for the next 7 hours. Now, again, it wasn't pushing, but it was definitely noticeable to me as the wearer. Now, with Moleculo 2, this is an ambroxan fragrance. Now, if you don't know what ambroxan is, you more than likely have already smelled it if you've ever been to Macy's, Sephora, Ulta, and you went to the masculine section of fragrances, okay? If you've ever smelled Dior Sauvage, Bleu de Chanel, Y by YSL, all of these fragrances contain the note of ambroxan. And I get this question a lot, in particular from my feminine audience, and they're always asking, how come the designer scents on the masculine side smell so much stronger? Only a couple sprays of those can fill up the room, but the feminine ones seem to be performing at a weaker rate, you know? And the reason for that, or one of the reasons, is because a lot of those masculine scents contain that note of ambroxan. And typically a lot of guys that don't know how to apply fragrances, they'll overspray it, it'll choke out the room, and we've all heard that story before, okay? Now, if you're looking for a feminine scent that has ambroxan, Delina by Parfums de Marly has it, and that is a wonderful fragrance in terms of performance, compliment factor, sex appeal, all that sort of stuff, okay? So ambroxan is a note that your nose is most likely probably familiar with. Now, to me, even though Moleculo 2 is an ambroxan fragrance, it doesn't really project like crazy. I thought that this would have more of that ambroxan pop to it, on my skin at least, but it doesn't. It stays fairly intimate. It's not something that's pushing past half an arm's length. You know, I notice it when I'm wearing it, but other people around me haven't really caught on to the scent in the same way that they noticed Moleculo 1 on me, which is kind of weird. Now, I haven't had anybody be all up in my business as of lately. Like I said in my video where I reviewed this fully, I'm gonna wear this around my girlfriend and I'll keep you updated on what she thinks about it. And I'm not gonna tell her what the fragrance is. I just want her honest opinion on it when I'm wearing it. So this is something that if you are gonna snuggle with somebody, it is an addicting fragrance. Like even myself, I'm wearing this as my scent of the day, and Moleculo 1. I like layering them. It smells so good. Like I don't know how to explain it, but it smells so good. Now, what does Moleculo 2 actually smell like? Okay, so to me, it's almost this light, fresh, clean fragrance, but there's a touch of sweetness to it. Okay, there's a little bit of sweetness to this fragrance that makes it very wearable year-round. You can wear this fall, winter, spring, summer. It really doesn't matter. If you want to wear it by itself, it will shine really nicely. Now, again, I just want to reiterate in this video that there are no wrong answers and there are no liars when it comes to the way these two fragrances smell. Okay, if you've never smelled them before and you're just watching reviews on it and you go buy the fragrance and it smells like something that a reviewer did not say, do not be surprised by that, because both of these scents play off of your individual skin chemistry. So your skin chemistry is going to be different than mine. You might be somebody that gets more of the ambery sweet scent when it comes to Moleculo 2 versus me that gets more of a fresh clean. So again, No wrong answers here. And by the way, if you do want to try these fragrances, I'll put a discount link for them in the description box in the comments section. That is an affiliate link, by the way, if you want to support the channel. But of course, please buy where you're comfortable, all right? Now, with Moleculo 2, that's what I liked about it, is it's an easily noticeable sort of scent for my nose. I didn't not recognize it. Of course, the very first impression video I did of this, I couldn't really pick up on it the very first time. But a few minutes after I turned off that video, I was able to pick up the smell. Versus Moleculo 1 that has a lot of complaints from the wearer. There's a lot of people that cannot smell this fragrance when they throw it on themselves. But when they wear it around other people, they're receiving compliments from other people, but they can't smell themselves. So it's kind of the flip here, where Moleculo 2, noticeable to the wearer, Moleculo 1, noticeable to the people that the wearer is around. And it's kind of crazy how it works, which is why layering these two together, divine. I'm telling you, like, it smells really good. This combination right here has been my signature scent for almost the past week. These are the only two fragrances that I've been using the past week just because I love the way they play off each other. And the weather that I've been getting has been hot and cold. It's been warm and then also like a really cold breeze, or the next day it's just super cloudy. So it's nice to throw on fragrances that are just not hard to think about. You can wear these year round anytime you want to, right? So for me, I would say that Moleculo 1 is still the smarter fragrance. If you've watched my videos, you know what I mean when I say that, where you can rock this in the office, right? And if you're not being active, you have a desk job, let's say, right? You're at that desk job, can't really smell Moleculo 1. If you do, it's very close to your scent bubble. But the second you like clock out, right? And you're gonna go to the bar with some friends, maybe go to the gym and to work out, right? Then when you get active, you can smell this just pushing off. It really starts to project. It really starts to make its attention known. So it is smart in that regard. It knows when to quiet down, and then it knows when to act up. So that is what I love about Moleculo 1. And I will say that Moleculo 2 does that as well, but to a smaller degree. I don't think it's as noticeable as Moleculo 1 in terms of this activating the second you kind of get more body heat going. Do you know what I mean? It's not, like I said, it's not, this does it, and this does it to a smaller degree. Now, I honestly think that these are great signature scents. Just exactly what I said in the very beginning of this video is that these two are fantastic. If you're somebody that's really hell-bent on not wanting to smell like anybody else, then you found your fragrances. You found your fragrance duo. If you want one of them, I would say that Moleculo 1 does better at really making it a signature scent, because I said it enhances your natural skin chemistry with that ISO-E Super. But if you do have both of them, I think that honestly both of them together is better than one of them by themselves, you know? So great in the signature scent department, because you truly will never smell like anybody else, okay? Even if, let's say your friend, right, smells you and they like what you're wearing, and you tell them what they're wearing and they go pick up the same two fragrances, they are still not going to smell like you. That's how amazing of signature scents these two fragrances are. They really just differ from person to person, which is why there's no such thing as a wrong review or a wrong opinion about either of these scents. Because I have received comments in particular with Moleculo 1 where people were upset after watching my review because they bought it and they're like, no, that fragrance smells moldy, you're a liar, blah, blah. Not a liar, but you just expose yourself to smelling like shit, okay? So again, your hygiene, important with this fragrance, okay? You can't be eating like Fritos for lunch and be shocked when you smell like moldy Fritos throwing on this fragrance. Like, what did you expect? You know what I'm saying? So just be cautious of that. Try it for yourself. It's a gamble, okay? I'm not saying that these are the best fragrances in the world, but what I am saying is that they smell fantastic on me from my experience. So you got to test it for yourself to know. Now, if there's anything else I can, you know what? In terms of performance, I am going to tell you that I get over 7 hours with both these fragrances, no problem. Individually, by the way. I still notice, you know what? saying 8 hours or 7 hours is so minimal, because when I made this video yesterday and I applied this as my scent of the day, before that, I could still smell this on me in the morning. So it definitely lasts longer than 8 hours. But is it something that, again, is going to be constantly there every single second of those 8 hours and longer? You're not going to be able to pick up on that, because you're going to go nose blind to the fragrance, and that's completely normal. But I did catch whiffs of this on and off throughout my day, and that is just what a fragrance is going to do. Okay, that I've made videos on the reason why you go nose blind to things, so don't be shocked when that happens to you. But both of these have really good performance, and it's not obnoxious performance either, which is what I like. And on top of that, for all you skin sensitive people, right? If spraying it on your skin gives you a rash or maybe a migraine if it's too close to like where your nose is, then spraying this on clothes does work, okay? Even for today, I decided right before I clicked this video that I was going to apply both these fragrances on my clothes, and I still smell them. So yes, you can apply this on clothes if you're somebody that breaks out into a rash or you get itchy, and you still will smell really good. Asterisks on that, okay? Again, there's a lot of factors that can go into that. But yes, they smell great on clothes as well. So to me, both of these are a big thumbs up. I do love the uniqueness that it brings to each individual person that wears it. And I do find them to be sexy, because I find them to be intriguing. They're not a type of fragrance that you are going to smell on other people or other people are going to smell on you. You know what I mean? It's not something that, oh, that person's wearing Chanel No. 5. Oh, that person's wearing Miss Dior. You know, it's like, oh, that person smells good, but I don't know what it is about them. It adds like a mysterious vibe to it. And if you're all about mysteriousness and smelling good and smelling sexy and fresh and clean and all of that, it's just a match made in heaven. And then to top it off, you can throw these on with your other fragrances that are weaker in performance, because we all probably have one of those. We have that scent in our collection that the actual smell itself drives us wild, but the performance is lackluster, okay? And then this, boom, 1-2 punch, like it really just helps elevate that scent, okay? So again, I'll put the discount link for both these fragrances, samples of it, in the description box in the comment section below, and it is for global shipping, so it doesn't matter what country you're in, you can get your hands on these scents. But yeah, definitely love them. And I have a feeling that Moleculo 2 is slowly going to be just you're going to see the juice slowly go down every single time I talk about it. It's already going down from the first couple videos. But anyways, hope you have a great day. See you in the next video. Take care. Bye.